We're about to begin audio number 2 of level 2 to 4 levels of certification. Eucalyptus. This oil is distilled from the leaf of a tree native to Australia. It is warming and antiseptic oil with a strong camphorous and medicinal smell. It is particularly useful in steam inhalation to relieve cold symptoms, sinus congestions, and mucus cough. Eucalyptus grow in Australia, Tasmania, Algeria, Spain, and France. There are about 200 plus species of eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus has a cooling effect on body temperature. It's a febrifuge. And for this, it is used in bath to bring down a fever. So does peppermint. A few drops of peppermint, and that's the best to cool the body. A few drops of peppermint, like 10 drops of peppermint in a 16-ounce bottle of water. You spray in the air and let it fall on you, and it cools the body 4 to 6 degrees, which is excellent. That's peppermint. But let's talk now about eucalyptus. It's a decongestant, bactericidal, antiseptic, respiratory, and urinary, expectorant, aids in the relief of allergies, is a great mosquito repellent. As a matter of fact, in swamps, they plant the trees to control the mosquito population. It's preventive of contagious and pulmonary disease. It draws moisture from moist condition. So it's good for skin care and wound, etc. And also, they plant the trees in swampy area to suck the moisture from the earth. It's also a mild antispasmodic, but not as good as lavender and chamomile. Used in a 2% spray solution, it kills 70% of the airborne Staphylococcus bacteria. The essential oil of eucalyptus has a much greater effect than eucalyptol, its main active principal constituent, which is extracted and used in pharmaceuticals. Its effectiveness is primarily due to the action of two natural chemicals, aromodendrine and philodendrine. When they come in contact with the oxygen in the air, their chemical reaction produces ozone, in which bacteria cannot live. So eucalyptus is a good essential oil to put a few drops in a bucket of water and mop the tile floor of a sick room, or diffuse in the air-conditioned system. Follow the how to diffuse in the AC and how to use essential oils. Contraindication: internal inflammatory disease of the gastrointestinal tract and bile ducts and severe liver disease. This is if it's ingested. The oil, not the tea, not the leaves in a tea. Eucalyptus preparation should not be applied to areas of the face, especially the nose, on infants and young children. That's why we rather choose Niaoli, which we'll talk about it later on. And it has the same property as eucalyptus, but is milder for children. Gastrointestinal tract inflammation and serious liver disease. Once again, this is if it's ingested the essential oil by themselves. In rare cases, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may occur. Anecdotal information. This is a first choice for any respiratory synergy or blend and for diffusion in a sick room. Because of its ability to soak up moisture, eucalyptus essential oil is used in a blend for taking care of a moist skin condition. Blend with lavender for its ability to increase circulation and tea tree for its antifungal properties. An ingredient in ACAM sinus and cold synergy and solve, fever blisters synergy, insecticide synergy, and sick building syndrome synergy. Note: eucalyptus oil induces the enzyme system of the liver involved in the detoxification process. Therefore, the effect of other drugs can be weakened and or shortened. Do not use in a bath on anyone needing to maintain a level of medication in his or her system. Do use in a bath for those wanting to detox medication from their system, based on its ability to induce the enzyme system of the liver involving in the detoxification process. To brew a medicinal tea, use 1 to 2 teaspoons of the dry crushed leaf per cup of water and steep for 10 minutes. It is recommended for coughing, It seems to work by increasing the production of saliva, making you swallow more frequently and suppressing the cough reflex. An ingredient in PBCAM sinus and cold tea blend. Fennel, sweet fennel. There is sweet fennel and bitter fennel oil distilled from the dry crushed seed. In PBCAM practice, we use the sweet fennel. Fennel is widely grown throughout the world: India, Asia, the Mediterranean, America, and Europe. Sweet fennel oil has a very sweet, fresh smell reminiscent of anise. Because of its effect on hormones and its diuretic qualities, it is valuable oil for reducing obesity. Although all parts of the plant are aromatic, it is the seed that are crushed and distilled for the essential oil. This is usually colorless, sometimes a very pale yellow. This is the oil that we use in an inhaler to cut down appetite, and it has been very effective upon inhaling. So this is one that is actually in our appetite control inhaler. Properties are stimulation of gastrointestinal motility, feeling of fullness, antispasmodic in higher concentration, antimicrobial in vitro. Side effect, in some cases, a skin and respiratory system allergic reaction. I haven't seen any in 28 years of usage. An ingredient in PBCAM appetite control inhaler. The smell is very effective for hiccups. This is the one we go for hiccups. So this is one of the essential oils you want in your kit if you're going to be practicing this in plant health, because upon smelling, hiccups will stop. It's also great for nausea, vomiting, and colic. The seeds are effective when chewed for menopause symptoms. It seems to cancel hot flashes and cold flashes. Fennel seeds tincture is very effective in controlling any symptom caused by low estrogen, since fennel seeds have the greatest concentration of natural estrogen in the natural world. So this is a very important essential oil and the seeds for many workings, and it is a blessing for those who have hot flashes, cold flashes of menopause symptoms, as we will continue to mention this in level 4. Herbal tea. Try a cup of the tea for heartburn. To brew, use 1 teaspoon of the crushed fennel seeds per cup of hot water and brew 8 to 10 minutes. Drink as needed. Fir needle. Obtained by distillation of the tips of the branches of the twigs of the tree, it shares the same antiseptic, antiviral, and antimicrobial properties as all of the other pines distilled for their essential oil. Excellent for respiratory synergies and or blends. Used in aerotherapy and bath. Effective for rheumatic and neurologic pain. Contraindications. Can increase bronchial spasm. Do not use on bronchial asthma or whooping cough. Side effect. In some cases, irritation of the mucous membrane can occur. Anecdotal information. Excellent for aerotherapy. Use just like any pine derivative essential oil, an ingredient in ACAM sinus and cold synergy. Frankincense. Also known as olivano oil, it is distilled from the resin of the small tree found in the mountainous area of India and southern Arabia. It has been used for thousands of years by most of the world's religion to induce prayer and meditation. Also used in Egyptian time in rejuvenating face masks. It is uplifting and aids in concentration. Its tonifying and rejuvenating properties are of benefit to mature skin types. Frankincense is colorless to pale yellow with a woodsy smell. Anecdotal information. This oil is antiputrid. It preserves the skin. And this was demonstrated in the mummifying of the mummies, that 3,000 years later, we unearth them and we find that the skin is preserved, because it has been saturated with essential oils or skin preservative, proven by time. This is one of them. Myrrh is another one that is also a skin preservative. It's antiputrid. It's an ingredient in ACAM and skincare synergy, blend and solve. It's also the first choice for meditation imagery synergy. Great aroma for natural perfume, body powders, and body blends. Garlic. We could write an entire book about and many books has been written about the many benefits of garlic and garlic essential oil. Garlic has shown in endless account to have an antiseptic and antiviral value. Garlic essential oils is distilled from the bulbs and has very strong pungent aroma, and as such is best blended outdoors. Laboratory test shows that 3 cloves of garlic is equivalent to 100,000 units of penicillin, making it an excellent natural antibiotic. That will be 1,500 milligrams of garlic. A study by Dr. Donald Lamb, a urology professor at Western Virginia University, looked at the effect of garlic on the growth of bladder cancer in mice. The study found that 50 milligrams to 500 milligrams of aged garlic extract slow the growth of bladder tumors in mice. Properties: intestinal and pulmonary antiseptic, antibacterial, general stimulant, digestive and circulatory, slows down the pulse, hypotensive, vasodilator of the arteries and capillaries, according to Professor Loper, used in case of high blood pressure. It's an antispasmodic, a calmative. It is an antisclerotic. It dissolves uric acid and thins blood. So it's great as a blood thinner, and we recommend this rather than the baby aspirin, which has been connected with autism in babies. That's why it was taken off the market. So garlic 1,500 milligram is what we recommend for that. More on that on level 4, the practice. It's a diuretic. Professor A. Laurent lists it as a preventive of cancer due to its antiputrid intestinal action. It modifies bronchial secretion, asthma and emphysema. Lipid lowering. Interaction with other drugs. Do not take garlic if you're taking any blood thinning medication, but do take it if you're not taking any blood thinning medication. The contraindications are not known. The side effect is gastrointestinal symptoms such as changes to the flora of the intestine, allergic reaction reported in very rare cases. This is the first choice in ACAM immune boosting synergy for bath. It is blended with tea tree, onion, oregano, and lavender. Garlic is highly effective against E. coli bacteria, which causes urinary tract infection. PBCAM recommends 1,500 milligrams of garlic capsules be taken during cold season because of its antiviral and antibiotic properties. Geranium rose. This oil is the steam distilled from the leaf of the variety of the pelargonium. It is a cooling and calming oil used for relieving anxiety and tension. It has a balancing effect on the skin, making it suitable for dry, oily, or problem skin, and is a very pleasant oil to use in bath and in massage blends. It requires anywhere from 700 to 1,000 pounds of the plant to yield 2.5 pounds of the essential oil. The oil is colorless with a tint of green. It has a nice aroma, rather like rose oil. This also contains geraniol and citronol, which is why geranium rose oil is often used as a replacement for a more expensive rose oil. Properties: antidepressant, antiseptic, astringent, and hemostatic, stops bleeding in small cuts. As such, it's a good addition to home and work first aid kit. This is another oil that you want in your kit if you're going to be practicing, because it is an oil that definitely stops the bleeding in small cuts. It is an essential oil that it mixes very nicely with other oils. Its balancing action of the sebum production, it balances the sebaceous gland. So by putting a few drops in any skincare, you have made the skincare beneficial for both oily or dry skin or combination skin. It balances hormones for both men and women, so we use a few drops in a menopause and PMS blend. It's a diuretic, useful in bath to alleviate water retention, but not as good as juniper berry or grapefruit, and stimulates the lymphatic system. An ingredient in ACAM menopause, PMS synergies, and ACAM skincare synergy in Solve, and PBCAM skincare firming clay. Use in a bath with grapefruit oil for fluid retention. Geranium rose is also effective as an insect repellent for moths and mosquitoes, and it's good to mix it with other Insect repellents such as cedarwood atlas, which also repels moth, and citronella, which also repels mosquito, and lemongrass. Grapefruit. This very relaxing oil is obtained by expression from the peel of the grapefruit. This citrus oil is unique because it is not photosynthesizer. It is yellow-green in color and with the aroma smells slightly like the fruit. It is an excellent diuretic, making it a first choice for water retention bath. It is a well-known stimulant of the lymphatic system and as such value in massage blends and bath. Jasmine. One of the most uplifting of all the oils, it has an intense, rich, exotic smell and its color is reddish brown. It is produced from the delicate flowers of the jasmine plant and is cultivated in Egypt, India, Morocco, France, Italy, and China. Jasmine is a luxurious stress reducer and can definitely be worn alone as a perfume. Obtained by enfleurage, the best absolute is extracted by means of solvent extraction. Jasmine is one of the most expensive of the essential oils because of the flower needs to be picked at night and quickly extracted in order to obtain the most therapeutic essential oil. This is done as in a non-stop processing lasting 72 hours. Anecdotal information. It's hard to keep this oil without using it all for yourself, so be aware of the cost and usage. $480 at present price for an ounce, or 35 cents per drop. Aside from that, jasmine is a first choice hormone balancer for men when used alone, and for men and women when mixed with rose in a synergy and or blend. Add 2 to 4 drops to any stress synergy blend. It is known for its effectiveness in synergies and or blends for breathing difficulties, bronchial spasm, and cough. But once again, it's too pricey to use for this. Jasmine, like rose and neroli petal, are good oils to have only if you're going to be making perfumes because of their expense. But they're amazing in the aroma. Used for dry conditions, especially for people who have sensitive or easily irritated skin, jasmine blends well with other oils that have relaxing properties. Juniper berry. This oil is distilled from the berry of a bush grown in Europe and Canada. The oil is colorless to pale yellow and grows darker and thicker with age and exposure to air. It is very effective in the treatment of cystitis and is used in skin preparations to aid in reducing oily skin, acne, and for opening blocked pores. When juniper berry is added to the bath, it is refreshing and will help to rid the body of toxic fluids. Juniper berry must not be used during pregnancy. Properties: is antiseptic, diuretic, astringent, and homeostatic, stops bleeding, but not as good as geranium rose. Stimulates the appetite, antidepressant, helps with PMS, balance hormones, and stimulate the lymphatic system. Contraindication: do not use if pregnant or if you have inflammation of the kidney. Side effect: prolonged usage or overdosing may cause kidney damage. So we use this just when we need to. When we have a blockage in the urinary tract while the person is waiting to go to their medical doctor, we can suggest 10 drops of juniper berry in a bath. And what we have seen is 10 out of 10, they will urinate. It will unblock it. In addition, it is effective for relieving insomnia and stress. Herbal tea. Juniper berries are crushed to make the tea and is very effective diuretic, streamline. You will go to the bathroom after drinking a cup or half a cup. Egyptian doctors used the tea as a laxative as early as 1550 BC. Lavender. Now this one is the versatile oil. This is the one you definitely want in your kit. Lavender has a familiar sweet fragrance and is one of the most widely used of the oil. It has a balancing effect on the nervous system, relieves headaches, helps to fight insomnia, and is very pleasant to use in a massage blend or in a bath. Lavender can be used as an antiseptic as it aids in rapid healing and is one of the best oils to use on burns. Used for open sores, bites, dermatitis, and any other inflammation of the skin. Lavender is grown in France, England, and Spain. Properties: it's antiseptic, disinfectant, balancing of the nervous system. It's antispasmodic. That's why we use it in an inhaler form with cyper, which is a bronchodilator, and chamomile, another antispasmodic, and we use this and it aids people with asthma. They still need to keep their prescribed inhaler with them, but this can work for them so they don't have to be exposed to side effect of a synthetic medication as often. It's effective with wounds and sores, great for burns, and it is effective for acne, dry eczema, ingredient in skincare blends used in balneotherapy to take care of functional circulatory disorder. Laboratory test shows at a strength of 4.5, the essence of lavender kills the Ehrlich bacillus, typhoid, and staphylococcus. At a strength of 5%, it will destroy Lophus bacilli, diphtheria. The essence kills the tuberculosis bacilli at a strength of 0.2%, and its antiseptic power is greater than those of fennel, cresol, and guaiacol. Lavender vapor destroys the streptococcus and pneumococcus in 12 to 24 hours. When in doubt, use lavender. It is a first choice when blended with tea tree and eucalyptus in a synergy or blended with clay for herpes and shingles. A first choice for sinus and cold, synergies and blend. It is disputed as an anti-inflammatory and for healing burns. Lavender essential oil is a must-have for your blending kit, mainly for its versatility and effectiveness. It is used to relieve insect bites, minor cuts, abrasion, and inflammation. Because lavender essential oil offers a wide range of therapeutic diversity, the PB Chem practitioner consultant uses it in most of the synergies, blends, and products we produce. We also use lavender flower in tea blends and tinctures because it carries the same properties. And that's how we go internal in a tea blend. Lemon. This oil is expressed from the peel of the ripe lemon, grown mainly in Cyprus and California. It has a fresh aroma truly reminiscent of ripe lemon. Lemon oil is highly antiseptic and has an astringent effect on the skin. It may be used by itself or in blends for boils, broken capillary, oily skin, herpes, and insect bites. Properties. Has vitamin B1, B2, B3, which maintains balance of the nervous system, vitamin A and C, which strengthens the immune system, and PNP, a factor in the protection of the vascular system. Laboratory test shows vaporized essence neutralizes the meningococcus in 15 minutes. Essential oil of lemon neutralizes the Ehrlich bacilli in 5 minutes and staphylococcus in 5 minutes. You leave the Lophus bacilli completely inactive at 0.2% strength. Lemon has antiviral and antibiotic properties along with relaxing qualities that makes it a good choice for aerotherapy, synergies, and blend. Lemon is a natural bleach and antiseptic. It is used in non-toxic cleaning products. Additionally, lemon oil can be used for pore circulation, muscle aches, cold, flu, broken capillaries, oily skin, insect bites. It is also repels ants and moth. Lemon essential oil is derived from the peel of the lemon. In tincture form, it is used to purify drinking water and as a natural lemon water fruit drink. Look at the videos on how to make your own fruit water or flavor water, which actually you'll be drawing it as you make it in a tincture. You'll be taking all these properties out, and then you'll be able to do your own fruit waters. An ingredient in ACAM energy alerts energy and non-toxic products. So look out for the fruit, how to make natural fruit waters video. Lemongrass. Lemongrass oil is obtained by distillation from 2 types of grass grown in India, Western Africa, and Indonesia. It has a strong, fresh lemon odor. It is a strong antibacterial oil used for problem skin, open pores, and acne, and is a good insect repellent. It takes approximately 350 kilos of the grass to yield 1 ounce of the essential oil. Anecdotal information. Lemongrass is effective when used in a non-toxic light shampoo mixed with lavender. Add a few drops in a synergy and or blend for muscle aches, skincare, acne, and open pores. It is also a favorite to use for house cleaning and disinfecting. Add 100 drops to a bucket of water to clean tile and wood floors, kitchen counters, and bathroom tiles. At the same time, you will be You will spread antibacterial and relaxing aromas all throughout the house. Mandarin and tangerine. Mandarin originated from China and is a member of the citrus family. Mandarin essential oils obtained by expression of the outer ring of the fruit. The gentle, calming aroma for this golden yellow essential oil makes it a favorite for relaxing synergies or blend. Tangerine is a name given to the mandarin grown in the United States. Mandarin is a name used when it grows in Europe and Asia. Marjoram, and this is another essential oil you want in your kit. Sweet marjoram oil is a steam distilled from the dry leaf and flowering tops. It grows in France, Eastern Europe, and Tunisia. When freshly distilled, it is greenish yellow in color and turns brown as it ages. Anecdotal information. It's a first choice when mixed with valerian for an emotional synergy. Smell for lowering high blood pressure, but not as good as ylang ylang for bringing down the blood pressure. Also, it's effective for headaches and all muscular pain, bruise, spasms, sprains, and strains, used in insomnia synergies and or blends. The essence neutralizes tuberculosis bacilli at a strength of 0.4%. An ingredient in ACAM's D-Motion, which we mix with valerian, and the formulations are in level 3. It's very effective upon smelling. Herbal tea. A teaspoon of the herb in a cup of steamy water makes a mild tonic as a stimulant with a relaxing property. It works well with some types of headaches and digestive problems. And ingredients in PBCAM muscle ache tea blends and PMS tea blend. Myrrh. This is an antiputrid, just like frankincense. Distilled from the oleogum resin that occurs naturally in the trunk of a small tree grown in eastern Africa and southern Arabia. This oil is an amber color and is heavy and sticky. It has preserving and antiseptic properties and is used to relieve chronic lung condition and infections of the mouth and throat. Historically, myrrh has proven to be very important in the area of skincare for his antiputrid properties. Anecdotal information. Myrrh is a first choice for relieving mouth ulcers. Just a drop in your fingertips and touch the ulcer, and it begins to heal within a few hours and goes away the next day. We use it as preventive for those who have regular ulcers, mouth ulcer, by putting a drop in a glass of water with a drop of lavender and use as gargle. Due to its antiputrid quality, it is a good addition to all skincare synergies in our blend. It is an ingredient in ACAM skincare synergy, clay and salve. Neroli petal. Neroli oil is distilled from the blossom of the bitter orange tree and comes mainly from France, Italy, and Tunisia. The fresh oil is yellowish and it turns reddish brown if exposed to light and air. This oil has a refreshing floral smell and is a classic ingredient in high-quality perfumes. It is relaxing and uplifting and has benefits in relieving anxiety, depression, and insomnia. For skincare, it is useful for dry, mature skin. Anecdotal information, valuable for its sedative property and is used for anxiety, depression to ease tension and as an antispasmodic, but the neroli petal, just like rose and jasmine, is pricey. So I only recommend it for if you're going to go and start making perfumes, fine perfume. This will be an excellent one to work with, just like rose and jasmine. But for antispasmodic and depression and so forth, and anxiety, we have other oils that do much better than the neroli petal. Niaoli. This is the one that has the same benefits of eucalyptus, but it can be used in children because it's milder. Niaoli is distilled from the leaf. This oil appears very pale to dark yellow in color and is very liquid. Niaoli is similar to cacheput and eucalyptus in regards to their aroma and therapeutic properties. Interaction with other drugs. Neroli contains 35 to 60% cyanol. Cyanol causes the induction of the enzyme involved in the detoxification of the liver. The effects of the drugs can therefore be reduced and or shortened. So this is Niaoli is another oil. Remember eucalyptus that it also detoxifies the liver. So these two oils are good to combine in a bath if you do want to take the medication from your system. But Do not use if you need to keep that medication in your system. Sandwiches or blends should not be used in the facial area, particularly those of infants and toddlers. In rare cases, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can occur with internal use of balneotherapy. Effective for cataracts, this oil can be used in place of eucalyptus because it has the same quality and milder aroma. Used for urinary tract infection, sore throat, sinusitis, and runny nose, bronchitis, insect bites, ulcer wounds. Ingredients in Achem, sinus and cold, synergy, and solid. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is distilled from the seed of the nutmeg tree. This oil is very pale and yellow in color and fluid. The odor is spicy and hot. Caution. Myristicin is a narcotic and hallucinogenic and is very toxic. It's best not used or to use wisely. Remember, this is nutmeg that we combine with anise to make that blend for someone who is an addiction counselor that they're able to use in their practice to reduce the urge of someone using a drug. So this can diminish that urge of those people, but it only can be used by a licensed addiction counselor. Orange. Now this is another essential oil that is very versatile and you definitely want in your kit. This oil is expressed from the peel of the sweet orange. The color is pale yellow and it's not completely clear due to wax from the outer skin. Antidote inflammation, used for loss of appetite, anxiety, depression, fear, hysteria, insomnia, palpitation, panic, and shock. Orange is an ingredient in Achem's de-stress energy, non-toxic products, and insect repellent. Now, orange is also the one that you can put 10 to 20 drops in a spray bottle filled with water. And this replaces any of your glass and mirror cleaner. Amazing. It leaves it very clear without streaks. So this is an excellent for cleaning the orange essential oil. When you use this essential oils in a spray bottle, any of them, with water, you can refill the bottle 4 more times without putting any more oil in it when the bottle is about an inch from being empty. And that's the beauty of working with the real plant essential oils. It's very inexpensive to use, and you're replacing ammonia, which is a carcinogen from your surrounding, from your home, by using orange in water to clean your glass and your mirrors. Patchouli. This oil is distilled mainly in Indonesia and the Philippines from the dry leaf of a small plant. It has persistent dry woody odor. It is especially used for its fixative and fermenting properties in perfumery and relaxing blends. Patchouli is claimed to be an aphrodisiac and it may also be used in skincare blends to reduce scarring and for oily and problem skin. Antidote inflammation, used for fluid retention, but it's not as good as grapefruit or juniper berry. Nervousness and depression, yes, the smell is relaxing for some. It heals cracked skin and also acts as a skin rejuvenator, so it's excellent for skincare or for a salve, a beeswax salve, a moisturizer. My favorite choice as a deodorant blend with cypress, antidepressant, and bergamot deodorizer. Peppermint. Distilled from the leaf and flowering tops are native to Europe. It is known for its decongestant, stimulating, and refreshing properties. It is also used to relieve many kinds of digestive upsets, including nausea, flatulence, and indigestion. Also known to be effective for migraines when blended with lavender and clary sage. This is one that you want for your kid if you're going to be practicing. Also, a versatile essential oil. We mentioned that a few drops of this in a spray bottle full of water, and you spray and let the mist fall on you or on the person, and this definitely will cool you 4 to 6 degrees. Antidote inflammation, used for diarrhea, indigestion, stomach pain, travel sickness, bad breath, colds, headaches, migraines, and digestion in origin, sinusitis, debility, cough, flu, bronchitis, and as an insect repellent. It brings body temperature down, as we mentioned, 4 to 6 degrees. Just add a few drops in water bottle, fill with filter water, and spray away from the face and neck. It is excellent for hot flashes and to bring down a fever. Note, in a bath, do not use more than 2 drops. Herbal tea recommended for any stomach upset and as an alert energy drink. Ingredient in ACAMS acid reflux tea and IBS tea blend. Peruvian balsam is a resin. The resin is generated from the scorch tree stem from the Myroxylon balsamum plant. It is very thick, dark brown resin known for its antibacterial antiseptic property, promotes the granulation process, and is an anti-parasitic, especially for scabies, used for infected and poorly healing wounds, for burns, for decubitus ulcer, frostbites, and bruises caused by a prothesis. Great combined with lavender. Now, Peruvian balsam you want in your kit is low cost essential oils that is very versatile because it's very thick. You only use a little bit of it at a time, a few drops, um, and it will last you forever. And like I say, it's just priced correctly, so it's able to be used for many things in skincare. Peruvian balsam is very thick and very messy to work with, and it's very difficult to pour. It's advisable to warm the oil by placing the bottle of Peruvian balsam in warm water to liquefy it for a better consistency. It is an ingredient in ACAM psoriasis salve, perfume, skincare soap, and in any skincare product. Petitgrain. This oil is distilled from the leaves and young twigs of the bitter orange tree. It has a fresh floral and sweet smell reminiscent of neroli, which is made from the flower of the same tree. The better the quality, the closer the aroma is to neroli. Petitgrain is less expensive than neroli with almost the same benefits. Used for relaxation, agony, perfume, and synergy blends and products. Pine needle. Distilled from the needles and cones of several species of conifer. The oil is colorless or very pale yellow with a very strong aroma, camphor and balsam. Properties: chest infection, sore throats, colds, stimulates circulation, relieve muscular pain, antiseptic respiratory tract, which is what mostly we use it for, cataracts of the lower and upper respiratory tract. Side effect: bronchospasm may be reinforced, irritation may occur on skin and mucous membrane. I haven't seen any in 28 years, but that is the side effect reported by the commissionee. Anecdotal information: used for sinuses, general debility, and infection of the respiratory tract, except when spasms are part of the condition. Ingredient in ACAM sinus and cold synergy and salve. Pine needle tea is a great first aid for camping trips and when someone begins to show symptoms of cold and or respiratory problem. Then we have rose absolute. Rose is a unique oil that is produced from the red rose grown traditionally in Bulgaria and Morocco. Rose is a cooling and soothing essential oil that is excellent for stress-related conditions and menstrual problems, including PMS. It is beneficial for dry, inflamed, and mature skin types. Rose Absolute is produced by solvent extraction or enfleurage, and it takes 2,000 pounds of rose petal to produce 1 pound of rose oil. Anecdotal information: used for poor circulation, nausea, vomiting, headaches, menstrual irregularity, depression, insomnia, stress, skin antiseptic, and for inflamed, mature, and sensitive skin. Rose Absolute has such a high concentration that you only need 1 or 2 drops in a synergy or blend for the effects to be felt. It costs the same as jasmine and is used mostly for fine perfume. It is excellent in skincare products and or just to smell by itself and as a treat to relaxation. In smell recognition, there are some people who will repel the aroma. This could be from past negative experience memories where the aroma was in the air. And there are some people that will embrace the aroma. So rose, it is pricey essential oil, but it's one of the essential oils you would want if you're going to be making skincare. And if you want your skincare to be a high quality skincare, a few drops of rose will add that and the benefits for skin. Rosemary. Rosemary is another oil you want in your kit because it's our energizer. is the one that brings also blood pressure up. Rosemary is found growing well in the countries bordering the Mediterranean and has been used as a culinary and medicinal herb for centuries. The oil is refreshing and stimulating and is said to strengthen memory, concentration, and to relieve headaches. The oil ranges from colorless to slightly pale yellow-green. The aroma is camphoric, similar to that of the crunch leaf. It is also excellent for hair and scalp problems, including hair loss and dandruff. Rosemary is a strong antioxidant. Several studies have shown that it helps prevent the development of cancerous tumors in laboratory animals. Research at the University of Illinois in Urbana found that rosemary reduced the incidence of breast cancer in animals at high risk for developing the disease. Quote, in the few studies done so far, rosemary has proven to be a strong inhibitor of the development and growth of cancerous tumors, unquote, said Dr. Ching-Ta Ho, PhD professor of the Department of Food Science at Ruger University in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Based on this research, we can recommend rosemary tea for those wanting to experience the benefit noted in this study. The properties are general stimulant, cerebrostimulant, diuretic, sudorific causing sweating, cicatrizing for wounds and burns, and a parasiticide destructive to parasites, and adult inflammation, used as a diuretic for headaches, mental fatigues, to strengthen memory, for aches and pain, general debility, respiratory problem, dandruff, scalp disorders, lice repellent in shampoo, and as a tick repellent in dog shampoo. Very effective. Stimulates, increases blood supply. Caution: rosemary raises blood pressure, so it cannot be smelled by those who have high blood pressure, but definitely recommended by those who have low blood pressure. Herbal tea. Brew 1 teaspoon of the dry or fresh herb per cup of steamy water. Highly recommended for those at risk for developing breast cancer. Rosemary is a good alert energy tea for those times of need energy. It is also my choice when getting over a flu or a cold. An ingredient in PB Cider's cold tea blend, antioxidant tea blend, and alert blend. Also, the essential oil of rosemary is the one that we recommend for those folks who are taking an exam and they need to recall the information. How to use is to smell rosemary while they're studying and only while they're studying. And then at the time of the exam, to have a Kleenex or a cotton handkerchief with rosemary and smell it. What you're doing is you're anchoring memory with smells. And we have had reports that they're able to recollect the information they were studying. So that's one of the benefits of rosemary. It's definitely one you want in your kit. Sage Dalmatian. Distilled from the herb indigenous to the northern shores of the Mediterranean, it has a fresh, herbaceous, and camphorous smell. It is also cultivated in the USA. Sage is a stimulating oil, particularly of the nervous and digestive system. It is known to relieve muscular aches and pains in deep muscle to reduce excessive sweating and is traditionally used in mouthwashes for gum and mouth infection. So sage is one of our muscle relaxers, and you want this in your kit if you're going to be working with pain management, together with clary sage. Contraindication: should not be used internally, especially during pregnancy. Side effect: if taken internally, epileptiform convulsion can occur. Of course, we don't do internal taking of essential oils. We do in tea form with the herb. Used for all rheumatic conditions and for acne and pain in joint. Also works as a diuretic, but not as good as juniper berry and grapefruit. It has a good nerve tonic, and for ulcers and wounds. It's an ingredient in ACAM's muscle ache synergy and salt. Herb tea. The herbs an ingredient in PBCAM muscle ache blends. Spearmint. The essential oil of this branching herb is distilled from the flower and leaf. It has a very fragrant aroma and has been used in food flavoring for hundreds of years. Usually as a breath freshener and as a deodorizer in non-toxic products, cultivated largely in the U.S. and the Far East. Antidote inflammation, an ingredient in ACAM's toothpaste and breath freshener. Herbal tea, an excellent tea for any stomach problem. It is also a great tea to drink for increasing energy and alert. An ingredient in ACAM's acid reflux and IBS tea blend. Tea tree, also known as tea tree. It is obtained by steam distillation from the leaf of a tree grown in Australia. The oil is colorless to pale yellow with a spicy odor. It has an excellent germicidal antifungal property which offers a wide range of uses, including the treatment of colds, flu, herpes, thrush, afflict food, warts, and infection. It takes 1 ton of the fresh leaf to produce about 20 pounds of the oil. Anti-infections action against all three categories of infectious organisms, bacterial, fungi, and viruses, is a powerful immune stimulant and as an antifungal for ringworms and afflict food. But for ringworms, the best thing that I have found that you will get results for ringworms one day to the next is apple cider vinegar. Just apply it to the ringworm. Within 24 to 48 hours, they're gone. So apple cider vinegar is my preference rather than any essential oil. Anecdotal information used for colds, bronchitis, and sore throat as a mouthwash for infected wounds, insect bites, and fungus. Thyme. Now we have a very good one. Thyme white essential oil is obtained from the flower tea. Thyme is distilled mainly in Spain, Israel. Although the herb is grown throughout Europe, it is a warm and stimulating oil that will relieve muscular pain. It is used to relieve many kinds of infection in the skin, urinary tract, respiratory system. It is a strong antimicrobial and strengthens the immune system. Thymol, thyme's most active ingredient, is well known for its antibacterial and antifungal properties. Quote, the oil from the leaf of this plant, when inhaled, helps to loose phlegms and relax the muscles in the respiratory tract. Explained Norma Farnthorpe, PhD, Director of the Program of Collaborating Research in the Pharmaceutical Science at the University of Illinois in Chicago. Now, a recent news reported a scientific study of thyme and the effectiveness against an infection that most hospital workers have, which now I can't recall, but if you want to Google thyme and MRSA, that's the infection. Thyme and MRSA, it seems like it kills, according to the research, it kills MRSA within a few minutes of contact. So thyme is one that I would want to definitely diffuse in sick rooms. And if you're a hospital worker, I will want to drink thyme and oregano tea based on that research. And once again, it's a new research, so you can Google thyme and MRSA and get the information yourself. The properties are antispasmodic, diuretic, antiseptic, expectorant, preventive of contagious and pulmonary disease when diffused. Anti-mold and mildew. This is the essential oil that we have found that pretty much take care of mildew and mold. So we use a few drops of this in a spray bottle, and the formulation is on level 3, and fill it with water to clean the bathroom tile and toilets and so forth. Once again, the formulation for that will be in the product development part of level 3. The vapor effectively neutralizes the Ebrus bacilli, Listeria, Staphylococcus, and tuberculosis. This oil must be well diluted before using, as it may irritate sensitive skin. Yes, it does. Anecdotal information used for increasing circulation, lowering high blood pressure as a diuretic for colds, flu, headache, sinus, sore throat, tonsillitis, menstrual irregularity, insomnia, anxiety, nervous debility, for depression, cough, bronchitis, emphysema, asthma, boils, sores, and hair loss. It is an ingredient in ACAM's sick building syndrome synergy and in any product used to eliminate mildew and mold. Note, we use thyme white, but there's also thyme red. What achieves the red color is not the plant, but the type of container in which the oil is distilled. Metallic containers oxidize, turning the oil red. Onyx containers do not react with the oil, leaving the oil in its natural white color. It is not known how the therapeutic value is affected by the oxidation of the thyme red, but we stay away from anything that has oxidation. Herbal tea, an ingredient in ACAM sinus and cold tea blend. Valerian. This is another one you want in your kit because it's our antidepressant mixed with marjoram or by itself. Valerian is distilled from the root and rhizome of the herb grown in Europe, Russia, and Asia. The essential oil has an aromatic, pungent, musky smell, which for hundreds of years have been used as a sedative and tranquilizer. Natural chemicals in Valeria called valipotrates act as a muscle relaxer, making the essential oil useful for alleviating menstrual cramp and muscle spasm. But for menstrual cramp, we use clary sage or lavender, a few drops apply in the area, and we get instant results. Current research shows its effectiveness with insomnia. According to the latest information available, we simply don't know what the active ingredients are, said Varro E. Tyler, PhD professor of pharmacognosy, Purdue University, Lafayette, Indiana. Although not related to Valium, we utilize valerian due to their similar properties and qualities. It is also known as an antispasmodic. Use valerian for reducing blood pressure and as a sleep-promoting sedative. Anecdotal information. Valeria is a first choice for mixing with marjoram and emotional synergy in our blends. Because it is an excellent relaxant, valerian belongs in the practitioner blending kit. It's an ingredient in ACAM's The Emotion and Insomnia Synergy. In herbal tea, the tea is scientifically lauded as a sleep aid. It is an ingredient in ACAM's Insomnia Tea and the antidepressant and PMS tea. Excellent in a tincture for insomnia, depression, ADHD, and more. Vetiver. Vetiver is an aromatic grass that grows up to a height of 6 feet. The essential oil of vetiver is distilled from the root of this herb and is grown mainly in India and Indonesia. Vetiver has a sweet, woody, earthy smell and is used as a base note for perfume and blends. The oil is dark brown in color. Its properties are anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, aphrodisiac, cicatrizing, nervine, sedative, and makes a pleasant addition to massage and bath blends. It takes 1 ton of the plant material to produce 6 to 7 pounds of the oil. Anecdotal information, great for relaxing perfumes and deodorants, and an excellent addition to any skincare product. Now, ylang ylang is another one you definitely want in your kit. This was the one we used to bring down blood pressure, to control hypnoia and tachycardia, rapid heartbeat, rapid breathing. This oil is distilled from the fresh flower of the trees grown mainly on the island of Commodore off the coast of East Africa and Indonesia. It also grows in Florida in the southern area. It has a powerful and exotic floral smell and has a relaxing effect on the nervous system. It is traditionally used as an aphrodisiac and for the relieving high blood pressure. Anecdotal information. One of the most favorite essential oils due to its fragrance and its ability to evoke a very relaxing change upon smelling. Useful for high blood pressure, depression, insomnia, tension, oily skin, and suntan blend. It is also a well-known attractant, an aphrodisiac, and useful in many synergies, blends, and products. Throughout the years, while observing this essential oil's ability to induce relaxation upon smelling, we began to ask, what other synthetic chemical aromas, fumes, do we smell in our environment that could cause reverse symptoms such as increase in heart rates, increase in blood pressure, panic attacks, and more? This was in the early 90s. And that was when we began to look at and document illnesses caused by chemicals in the air we breathe and began to offer options for better indoor health. That began the formation of PBCAM protocols and practice. This is the oil that brought this to our attention. You should not use this oil with anyone who has low blood pressure, but do recommend it for someone who has high blood pressure. We have just concluded audio number 2 of level 2 to 4 levels certification. We'll begin soon with audio number 3.